cavitation, as that relates to implosion-coded nova programs. And the operative word here that I remember is called expectations of others, as that relates to disturbances in water table mathematics that generate cavitation. So that's why there isn't a mathematical coincidence that when I was living in Fayetteville, Arkansas, where the University of Arkansas is, I went into Alcoholics Anonymous precisely right on time. January 6, 1992. That's my birthday. That's why they call it a blue birthday, blue star birthday, blue flame. So I had a sponsor that, not uncoincidentally, there it comes. Here comes the miasma of Q, Quantum Intelligence Networks, Phantom Networks, Q17. Because the sponsor that I had to assist me in a 12-step program, because that's why on the door they have a triangle inside of a sphere, a rainbow sphere. The Triangle Club. And this gentleman had 17 years of sobriety. And so in the terminology, if you've ever spent any time being around people that have been sponsors or are in those rooms, and you meet and communicate with them as electrical translation speed, experiencing God seed, Nomi seed translation, there was another word for people that have sobriety, many years of sobriety, that are sponsors, in a following word called dry drunk, a dry drunk, as it relates to wet bulb, like deserts. So next door, there happened to be a Christian bookstore, and I went in there and I grabbed a bookmark. And that bookmark, I put that bookmark on a particular page in the 3rd edition of the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous, where that word expectations of others, as that relates to the direction and the director of the PlayStation of playing elemental music in perfect balance, in perfect symphony, which are clocks, so that every living clock is spinning in the right direction to experience no time, no sound, pre-light. The eternal core still playing of Imano Waya. So I put that little bookmark, and what color was it? Cosmic crystal. Purple or burgundy. And I always had it on that same page. Always on that page. That one page that had that one paragraph, as it talked about proportional waves to experience no mass, 0 degrees. Equally sharing what I am, which is pure, internal, eternal, absolute love, to remember who I am in the eye of the first eye. The inner crystal Sophia rainbows, the first eye, the first camera. The function of a camera, the function of breathing. The eternal life force power field. To remember the power and the magic of pure, eternal, absolute love. To restore spin capacity, spinning in the right direction. To increase the trion field, which is the planetary shield, what I refer to as the shield of one, the first one, the first spin of the first atom, the eternal seed atom. So I never forgot I reminded myself all the time, expectations of others. The characters in the play, the character maps, the star maps, expectations of others to perform. The director of that program, the obedience training, obey the abuser. That's why we're here. Aya mama, muave aya. Living in a spiritual state of love and joy in perpetual motion to experience the first motor. The 13th starfire light bursting bubbles, happy bubbles. Breathing as one again with the first one. The eternal breath of Kemaloati. Aya, the innocence of awareness is spiritual hygiene. That's fire. That's fire magic. The first spirit of fire, the eternal spirit of fire, and our eternal love of eternal waters. Let the water be free to creatively express the music we are, playing musical spheres, musical rainbow spheres. Aya mama.